fine. There is no top chat anymore. Okay, guys. It's Ryzen.
And Liz.
And your phone locked again. Welcome back to this is the draft analysis. This was not a good draft for the Patriots. Wow, this is really bad. So they traded away their first pick, their first round pick, which could have been used for, a tight end that they desperately need.
They drafted tight ends.
Yeah, late. They needed a good one. One that could play now.
They drafted 2.
Yeah, late. I understand not getting a quarterback because all the good quarterbacks are taken, but Jesus, man, you gotta get a quality tight end. Their first pick is a safety for some godforsaken reason.
Don't understand that one at all.
Not even a good safety either. There were better players available. They picked Kyle Duggar. Look, Duggar's an okay player, but Jesus, he's not going to start.
No.
And this is your first pick? Now this is Jordan Richards all over again. I mean, this may be the worst pick of any team in the draft this year. I don't know what the hell the Patriots were thinking.
Outside of the Packers, this pick makes no sense with the Packers.
This is
picking a quarterback.
This is literally the equivalent of, the Jordan Richards or the Dawson pick or the Cyrus Jones pick. I mean,
yeah.
You still have Devin McCourty. There's no excuse for this. If you're going to pick a safety, you pick a depth guy, not a guy that's going to start 3 years from now, maybe, when he's not even going to be on a rookie contract anymore.
Because Devin will still play for another
couple of years. Yeah. Jesus, this was a terrible pick. I guess maybe they replaced Chung, but even then,
I don't understand it.
This is ridiculous. So, he's more of like a linebacker-esque athletic safety guy, but he's not going to start now, so I think it's a useless pick. They also picked defensive end Josh. What's
Uche? I don't know how to say his name.
How to pronounce his name. That's a solid pick. So, but he'll probably be more of a
situational guy,
linebacker, kind of like a Teddy Bruschi guy, but they're pretty thin because they lost Jamie Collins and
Kyle Van
Roberts.
Van Noy.
Yeah, they lost Van Noy as well, but Van Noy was more of a middle linebacker.
Although hey, Daniel, versatile. Welcome to the live show.
Going? So
those are the only 2 picks they made in the second round.
Right.
That was it. And then the bulk of their picks were in late rounds.
Josh wasn't used much in college, so who knows? But I understand that pick. Then they picked an outside linebacker. That makes sense. They need linebackers. They picked Anthony Jennings
from Alabama.
Yeah, they love Alabama, but
Alabama and Georgia is where they get everybody.
I mean, Chase Winovich should be playing a lot this year.
Oh,
although I think he's technically a dead D end,
defensive end.
Yeah.
He was a good pick last year.
He was good, but whatever. He had good downhill speed for a blitzer, so that's a solid pick. Then they picked the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
Asiasi? I don't know how to say.
I don't know why you pick a tight end this late when it's your top need. It should have been your first pick. But whatever.
So he was from UCLA.
I mean, this wasn't a good tight end draft to begin with, but could have done better than that. They picked a second tight end, which is what the Patriots do.
From Virginia Tech, Dalton Keene.
Yep, they double up. Maybe one of them will make the team.
Yeah.
Dalton Keene, so that makes sense. And we got
so when that was it in the third round.
Justin Warrosser, kicker. That makes a lot of sense. You need a kicker.
He apparently was the first special teams type player that got drafted this year, I guess.
Yes, he was. He was one of the best kickers in the draft. So that makes a lot of sense.
They desperately need a kicker.
They needed a kicker, so that's a good pick. Then the last picks really don't matter much. Michael Onwenu, a guard.
From Michigan, probably because Chase Winovich knew who the guy was because they both played there.
Yeah, they They played together.
Something else odd that they didn't pick up any of was receivers.
This guy's a strong guard.
Does it say what side he plays?
No, just listen.
What about Stidham? My suspicions are that Stidham will probably be the starter.
He'll probably be the starter. I'm not a big fan of Stidham, but he'll probably start. He was not very good when he was in relief. So, but to be fair, it's hard to kind of tell when you're
barely playing at all.
And then preseason, you're playing against scrubs. So
it's so hard to judge somebody. Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, it's either him or Hoyer. I mean, unless they do an outside thing and sign Cam Newton or I guess Kaepernick's available.
I also saw a rumor that somebody said that there's a rumor going around that they might get Jacoby Brissett back from the Colts because the Colts drafted a quarterback.
You could get Brissett. Brissett is at least a quality starter.
Right.
But you'd have to probably give up quite a bit.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots, they still have Thuney and Mason.
Although there's lots of rumors flying that Thuney's going to get traded. I don't know how that works now that this is done.
I don't know if Onwenu will make the team. He's basically just got a lot of power. So, I don't know. The guard's a weird position for them to draft because it's probably the position on the line they have the most depth on because you got Frolt coming back, Froholt.
David Andrews, I think, is going to come back for center.
Yes.
He says he's basically cleared to play, which is awesome.
Yeah, Illuminor coming back.
He's on defense, right?
No, he's a guard, but they used him at fullback here and there.
Oh, that's right.
And I guess Najee Torin. So they have a lot of guards, so I'm surprised. I just did that. So weird that they would even draft a guard, but whatever.
There he is.
They also drafted offensive tackle Justin Herron. That makes more sense because they need depth at the tackle position. So, I mean, they got Isaiah Wynn, who's injury prone like hell. Marcus Cannon, who's injury prone like hell. They got Yadney coming back.
But when they're not injured,
and Corey Cunningham's their swing tackle. So, they used to have a solid swing tackle in what was his name? The
guy with the dreads, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forget his name.
Whatever. But unfortunately, he left after last year.
Cash?
Yeah, Cash Malua, linebacker. Undersized guy, but need depth, so that makes sense. They basically use this draft for depth.
And this is exactly what they did with this guy.
This is not a we're gonna win draft, I can tell you that.
Yeah. And then I think this guy was their last pick.
Yep, round 7, they picked Dustin Woodard.
A center guard.
Center guard mix, just because you don't know with David Andrews what's going to happen. So,
I mean, Ferenz, right? Was he the center? Who was the center?
Who? Ferenz?
Was he the center?
Yeah, Ferenz.
Yeah, he was solid. Did his job. So that's the draft. I believe Ted
Karras was the center.
Oh, Ted Karras.
Ferenz was his backup.
That's right. I also think if I read correctly, they also signed an unrestricted free agent quarterback from somewhere late last night. I'm not really sure. I don't know if this probably won't cover that.
Guy. No, it's not on there.
So that's the draft.
It was a shitty draft. The only good, everybody hates the safety pick first. Makes no sense. When
we saw that on Thursday night, we were like, "What?"
Even if you were going to pick a safety, there were better options.
But why? They don't need depth.
I don't know. He does this every draft where he picks somebody in the second round who's just mediocre.
But they don't need anything in that position.
Well, when they picked Jordan Richards, they didn't need. Jordan Richards was a guy that was projected to go in the 4th round. He picked him in the 2nd.
He was garbage.
And the guy was terrible.
Yeah.
He's a career special teamer at best. Hopefully Duggar's at least quality, but I doubt it. He looks like he's a mediocre player. I know I don't know. They love this school, too, that they picked him from.
Which one?
They picked him out of this small Division III school, Lenoir-Rhyne.
Oh.
Actually, he's Division II.
Maybe it switched.
But he played Division III for most of his career. He switched for the last year to
a D2?
The D2 school, Lenoir-Rhyne.
Gotcha.
Which is a small school, so I don't know. Not Not a good draft, I don't think. Other than the defensive end pick was good. But, Josh was a good pick.
The tight ends, we'll have to see what.
Outside linebacker was a good pick, but tight ends, you need tight ends, but man, he should have been your top pick. But whatever. They doubled up on the positions they needed and got a kicker, so it's a mediocre draft for them. They basically drafted for depth and playing for
4 wins.
for 4 or 5 wins, probably, yeah. With Brady gone now, I mean they're just not likely to be very good. My guess is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers basically have the whole season locked down anyway.
Because Gronkowski came out of retirement.
Yeah,
and they signed him.
That team is so stacked that barring injuries, they're going to blow everybody out of the water. I mean, they might win 16 games. They might win every game.
It's possible.
I mean, they're going to win at least 13 games. They're probably going to win the Super Bowl, barring a miracle. So that's my guess for the season. Patriots, I mean, they have an outside shot at winning the division because the division's not great outside of Buffalo.
I think, will win the division.
Well, my guess is Buffalo win the division.
Yeah, for certain.
Buffalo's pretty
decent. Or Florida, because Florida, Miami drafted Tua.
Yeah, but he's probably not likely to start immediately. But even if he does,
it'll be Fitzpatrick.
He was always the top tier quarterback in the draft. That was like, maybe he'll be good down the road or not. We don't know. He was always the one with the most questions about him. But sadly, the Patriots couldn't trade up to pick him. Otherwise, I would have recommended it. But
oh well,
they picked too low to begin with, so you would have had to give up a lot.
Yeah,
to go from, I think they did the
23rd
pick.
Yeah.
So you would have had to draft. We would have had to trade way up. It's going to be weird because Belichick's the only guy standing. Everybody else is gone. So my guess is 4 or 5 wins, 10 tops, and that's pushing it.
I don't even think they'll
and
get that
they got
many.
a hard schedule, so
maybe they'll go
9, and they somehow win the division because Buffalo somehow underperforms
every year.
Possible, but I wouldn't expect a playoff run this year, guys. So, which is all right. You can't win every year, and
we've been blessed for 2 decades.
They've won for 20 years, so I mean, it's like when you make people that were Yankees fans. They saw them win 30 titles. I mean, at a certain point.
I mean, they should have had more, but thanks to cheating, they didn't.
Yeah, they got screwed by the Astros. They should have had one more, but man, that whole scandal is crazy.
Baseball, wild.
The Astros really cheated, like hardcore. Had freaking using their video feed to steal signs. That's insane. At least if you're gonna steal signs, have actual effort, not just cheat it.
Right.
Jeez.
Like try and cover your tracks up a little bit.
But no, I mean it's one thing to have guys read signs because that actually takes effort. But when you have just a robot doing it for you, I mean that's like Jesus. Yeah. I mean, this is like an instant win button. But we'll see what happens in the football season this year, if there even is one, guys, because I don't know. Season starts August.
So that's what, May, June, July. That's like 4 months.
That's 4 months from now. Here's the thing. This is what I'm concerned about. Even if with COVID-19, even if they start the season, COVID-19 is likely to resurge in the fall. And then the season could just be canceled again. Or could just be canceled then.
Kind of like baseball. Are they going to start the season up at some point? Probably not. There just won't
be. If they do, there'll be a bridge season. I mean, basketball's done. They canceled their whole season. So, I mean.
Same with hockey. It just stopped.
Yeah, I mean, it stopped. I mean, you can't have guys in arenas.
Yeah.
You can't have all people in arenas. Even if you do empty arenas.
The team, the staff, everybody else is still at risk.
Football, like you guys are touching each other.
Yeah, well, that's with any sport.
Well, baseball, at least it's less contact. But, I mean.
Yeah, I guess of all the sports, baseball's probably the least.
Football, you just.
Contact.
You got guys all over each other. I mean, it's not really, it may not be feasible. So I don't know. I mean, I'll see what happens. We'll cover the games as long as there's a season and as long as the NFL isn't being dumb and violating any closure orders. Because if they do that, then I'm not going to cover it.
Right.
Because it's unacceptable to put people's lives at risk. But as long as it's safe and things have gone back to normal, we'll cover the season like normal. and we'll cover the playoffs because whatever. I mean, we probably won't be in it, but we'll cover it. Why not?
We usually do.
We always do. All right, guys. So that's our shitty draft. So mediocre draft.
I don't really know what other teams did. The only team that sticks out to me
Packers
is the
picked the quarterback.
Packers, which pissed a lot of people off.
Well, what do the people want Packers to do? Aaron Rodgers is what, 36, 37? He's
Why didn't
quarterback.
they? The thing that people don't understand is that team is desperate for like anything else.
I know
all
but,
other positions.
But you got to pick a quarterback if you're the Packers because Aaron Rodgers is about done. Like, I'm sorry, he's about done. You watch the guy play; he's half of what he used to be.
Mm.
He's basically throwing purely from the pocket now.
Basically, it's basically what Manning did in his last seasons.
To be fair, Rodgers is still better than what Manning was in his last season. But,
definitely.
But I mean, Manning was god awful. He couldn't throw the ball at all. But I mean, Rodgers is basically about half of what he used to be, maybe 2/3 of what he used to be. So you got to get ready to move on. I mean, that's just reality. I don't think Rodgers is gonna get a second ring, unfortunately for him.
Probably not. So they don't have the team around him.
They never did, and
now
they finally have a defense. It's not really relevant because the guy's so old. I mean, and it's not a Denver Broncos defense, so we'll see. But, all right, I guess that's good. Thanks for hanging out. See you on the season that may or may not happen. All right,
bye.
Later.